guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be our mid-month financial check-in, and we're going to be updating the budget in today's video. So a couple weeks ago I posted my November budget, so I thought today, since it's the 14th today, tomorrow will be the 15th, so close enough to mid-month, I thought we could do a check-in on our budget. I have not yet updated anything, so this will be all new to me, so if you're interested, then just keep watching. Okay, so like I said, I have not yet updated my budget for the month, which is very unlike me. Normally I budget or update my budget every week, but I purposely held off this month so we could kind of do this mid-month check-in together. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull up my bank account, and I'm going to go ahead and update all of my expenses and bills that I have done or paid for so far this month. And I'm not going to show you guys that because it's got all my bank account information. But I have this little spreadsheet that I'll show you guys, and on the right you can put expenses and then categorize them that way. So that's what I'm going to do really quickly, and then we will check back in and I'll kind of go through the rest of the budget with you guys. So we're going to start over here, and we're going to talk about the income. So far we've gotten paid 3 times. So I budgeted on the low end because I didn't know how much insurance was going to be taken out of my paycheck. So my new paycheck is now $20.80, $27, and I get paid every 2 weeks. So that's my first paycheck. Jacob's got a paycheck with 2 days of overtime on it, and another paycheck with 1 day of overtime. Normally, what I'm hoping to do is be able to save some of the overtime, since we technically don't budget for it. It just will kind of depend on how the month is going. And then so far for bills, we've had the mortgage, my credit card, electricity, internet, and trash come out. And then I need to see about this phone stuff. I know that that's coming out, I just don't know when, so I'm gonna figure that out. But then expense-wise, of our budget, we've spent a good chunk of groceries. We did buy stuff for Thanksgiving, which my mom will reimburse me, so I can adjust that. Eat out, we've already spent almost our entire budget, which is just great, but we did have a much-needed date night, which was very much enjoyable, so that's okay. We spent about half of our alcohol budget, which is good. Under budget so far on gifts. I have barely spent anything. This was just a bunch of pictures that I ordered off of Walgreens for my scrapbooking. Jacob has spent way over his budget, so I'm not really too sure what that is, but we'll have to talk and go from there and figure that out. Pets, we got all the stuff we needed for there. The house, we ended up spending $102 on, and I only budgeted for $50, and that's because we had to get some stuff for the house at Tractor Supply, some insulation, air filter, stuff like that, to get the water well all prepped and ready for winter, so that's okay. I had no idea we were going to need to do that, so that's why I didn't budget for it, so it is what it is. We're doing okay on my gas. The truck's diesel's okay. Jacob did the brakes on my car and ended up needing an extra part, so we had to buy a part that we didn't expect to buy. And then we haven't done his license and taxes yet, and then we're under budget on the Suburban. So with that being said, normally what I'll do is kind of just evaluate. So I know we need to be careful the next 2 weeks with groceries and eating out, so probably no more eating out unless there's just like one time that we just get something quick. Alcohol we're okay on, we're doing good there. Gifts, I don't foresee anything else. I did order my nephew a Walmart jacket for his birthday that I haven't seen the payment come out yet, so once that comes out I'll add that in here, but we should still be under budget there. And then obviously I'll need to talk with Jacob about whatever this has got going on. And then other than that, I would say we're pretty good. feeling on track. The only other thing is we're still pending some pretty good bills come out, and those will all come out tomorrow, which I wish I could film this tomorrow, but I want to try and get this up for you guys. And then I want to be able to update our savings, but I usually do that at the end of the month or kind of on an as-need basis. If you can see here, we have spent less than we've brought in, which typically does happen, I would say, until the end of the month. And then usually the end of the month is whenever I can put all of the money into savings. Because the other thing I like to do is, if you see here, I like to take the difference, if we can, between what Jacob made in overtime and what he was budgeted. If we can. We can't always do that, but that's the goal. And then be able to put this into savings. So that would be an extra like $679 we would be able to put into savings just off of 2 paychecks, which would be... But I'm not going to do that yet because I want to make sure we have the buffer in our account in case, like, I don't know, anything happens. I do already have a like $3,000 budget in our checking account, just in case. I like to have that for our highest bill, which is our mortgage, because we get paid every 2 weeks, and sometimes that doesn't always line up with when our mortgage payment comes out. So I want to have that buffer, heaven forbid, just in case. So yeah, that's typically what I'll do for my mid-month like budget check-in. Let me know if you guys are interested in me doing like a closeout budget. I think that would be good, so you guys can see me like do the savings and you can kind of see where some of this money will go. I think that would be really helpful and interesting. I could do that for you guys if you would be interested. But yeah, that is my mid-month like little budget check-in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.